Okay. Hey, what's up, Investor Z? Man, I swear, dude. OBS likes to test my patience every freaking morning. I swear it does. One thing just stops randomly working. Like the chat, for whatever reason, it was like it couldn't pull up the chat. I was like, why the hell are you not pulling the chat up? That's like the whole point. Yeah, I think today is gonna probably be one of those days. It's probably gonna be one of those days today. I mean, we are trading with decent volume today. Surprisingly, it's not. I mean, this is decent volume for, I guess, the stock market not being open. It's decent. Hey, yo, what's up, Sam? What's up, Alfred? Well, gold lets me in this. I guess I might have to watch out for what 75. I might have to watch out for S. Hmm. No, I think I. Hmm. 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 Yeah, I mean, because technically it never came back, did it? It just it doesn't work, and yet I still do it. It doesn't work, and yet I still do it. It still amazes me how I can randomly get into a move and it's like the bottom, and then it just pumps from my bad entry. It's crazy how I can do that sometimes. Okay. Yo, hey, Investor Z, you want to hear something crazy? I did the same exact thing. I'm off today and tomorrow, damn it. Yo, that's funny, dude. That is funny. I guess that singular thought when it goes through the community. Yeah. I did the same shit. I was like, fuck that. I'm taking today and tomorrow off. Uh, 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 uh. Damn, that's crazy. That is crazy. I wonder. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. You know it don't work and you do it. That's crazy. Yeah, dude. Man, that shit is fucking crazy. Mm, mm, mm. I mean, it is, man. It is. Damn, that's crazy. Gold is damn. It was like that this whole time. It was like that. Damn. Okay. Mm. You know, it's crazy how they tried to discredit that man because he like just because he was a leader don't mean that he doesn't have the right to fuck on other. I guess depending on what perspective you want to look at, all leaders have that same issue. When you become powerful, unfortunately, you would just attract a lot of women, and that's a lot of temptation. It doesn't mean that what he was saying wasn't true. It's a lot of temptation, man. Just like Kanye West says, how you stay faithful in a room full of hoes must be his spirits. He in tune with his soul. And that's the true statement, man. How could you stay faithful in a room full of hoes? How could you? Yeah, like I guess, man. Hmm. Well, hmm. Hmm. Life is a bitch, depending how you dress up. Hmm. Oh, man, I missed this move on gold. Apparently. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. We'll see. All right, we'll let those linger. We'll see what happens. We'll see if gold comes back before she goes to heaven. Hopefully she'll. Man, that's crazy, man. I literally took the bottom of that move, man. That's crazy. Oh yeah, so that 10 lot that I put on last night, as crazy as that was, I don't know if so if you was looking at the tape last night, if you was looking at the Dom last night, there was somebody that had 1,000 contracts, a single order of 1,000 contracts originally at 619. And I had to match his energy. Oh shit, hold on. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Yeah. Okay. Now gold wants to go to heaven. Okay. Now it wants to go to heaven. All right, gold. I see you. I see you. So now we probably have to wait for that pullback. No, we're gonna have to. But yeah, so someone apparently it wasn't a spoof. Somebody wanted to get in at 1,000 contracts at 619 last night. So I got in with 100. I thought I was in 100 mini contracts, but I forgot that I have micro. So I was only literally just only in a 10 lot. And I woke up and the account was up 20K. So on a 10 lot, that actually, so the account was up 20K, and this is the sim. So I was in a 10 lot at 620, and I got out about, I think it was where did I get out at? Actually, why did I get out? Because I could have sworn I had my target all the way down. Oh yeah, because I had a trailing stop. I forgot about that. I have a trailing stop on that. But you know, honestly, now that I kind of think about it, so I made 20K this morning on a 100 lot on this strategy right here. So, 20K 10 lot. Huh. 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 That's interesting. Huh. Man, you know, honestly, Alfred, I don't even tell I don't tell myself that anymore. Oh shit. I'm at 20 nuts. Shit. I asked this thing, how can I make $20 on a 10 lot? I said, how can I make $20 on a 10 lot? This thing probably looked at, I was like, what is this dude asking? I'm in 20K. So I need 40 points. So damn, that's crazy. So if on a 10 lot, I can make 20K on a 10 lot if I catch 40 points on the ES. I can make 10,000 on 20 points, which that's easily achievable. But you'll probably blow the account if it's not perfect, if it's not a perfect entry or you don't have the drawdown. Because I think I was in drawdown maybe $2,000 or $3,000 before it actually went in my direction. I got in at 619 and it went all the way up. So it went 10 points against me. So I was down 10K and then it flipped and then now I'm up 20K. Huh. Oh, he said he blew it on. You know, honestly, I was looking at that orb trade for the Nasdaq. I was looking at it. I was kind of back testing it this week. I think that one day where you say where you blew your account, that was the day where that shit fake like it fake broke down and it popped right back up and then it actually broke down afterwards. I was like, oh, that's probably the day that Alfred was talking about. I wasn't even in the trade and that shit pissed me off. Because we all know the Nasdaq did that shit on purpose. Damn, fucking gold. What was that? What the hell was that? Yeah. What the fuck is that? Man, I don't want to put it in. Damn, the Nasdaq keeps calling me, yo. What the hell? It's like, go on, Sherm. You, you know you want to put me back on the charts. You know you want to put me back on the charts. Go ahead, put me back on the chart. Okay, I won't tempt you to trade me. Just this is Nasdaq Anonymous. You got to talk about me. Put me back on the chart. Well, that's who you are. Go out there. Actually, you know what? I'm not putting her on the charts. She's not. Well, shit. That's not gonna work either. Damn. That ain't gonna work. Yeah, that was a clean sweep down. Yeah, yeah, that was definitely clean. Nah, we don't talk no more. We don't talk no more. I'm laid up with my baby gold. Make so much money on gold, man. Without the stress. Man, that bitch, man. Shit, I caught her making money for Alfred. I caught her making money for Alfred. Oh man, that's funny. Oh, that's hilarious. Mm. And then she told me it's not what it looks like. Yeah, bitch, get the fuck. Sure, but it's not what it looks. Oh man, that's hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious. Damn, sorry to see that, man. Sam, what happened, man? What instrument were you trading in? How did you blow the account? Actually, I think I blew an account yesterday. Or was it yesterday? No, it was 2 days ago. Or maybe it was the open I blew the account. But what happened, man? Instead of Pip Hamstring. Iceberg Sherm, man. Iceberg Sherm. Those I get it, get that reference, get it. Iceberg Sherm. Sherm so cold. It's
Connection lost.
probably Tradify disconnecting as per usual. Tradify stay disconnecting. If you're not using the okay, I don't know about you guys, but if I'm trading Apex and I'm not trading a Tradify account, what Tradify likes to do is disconnect. It says, well, they must be. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that Tradify likes to disconnect if I'm not trading one of their accounts on NinjaTrader 8. You know what's crazy? I always thought it was weird, but why the hell that pimps have such a bad name or a bad reputation when they get the results that everybody wants with the women in their lives? Isn't that interesting? Pimps are the ones that get the results from the women that everybody wants, and yet they are demonized. Isn't that crazy? The women love them, but the men hate them, so they demonize them. Especially when everybody is consenting adults. Like I have a big thing about when people try to be moral and stuff like that, dude. If as long as they ain't messing with kids and the adults are consenting to be in a situation like that, that's their life to live. If they want to live their life like that, shit, let them live. Let them live. Your life, your way of life is not. Uh, it doesn't work for everybody. Some people like just like doing it. I mean, ain't no judgment. They're just who they want to be. Let them be that. They serve a purpose in society. But when it comes to kids, that's obviously where that draws the line. It's like, yeah, nah, you need to get the fuck on up out of here. But when it's consenting adults, shit, mind your business. Mind your fucking business. Shit. Them women are not victim. They're not victims. They are consenting adults. So consenting that they come back home every night. They're consenting adults. We're not going to sit there and try to victimize them. Actually, let me look at this because Smith sent me this thing earlier, and he sent me it earlier. I don't know if it what actually happened. He got in. What is that? 4-6. Oh shit. Damn. Well, I think he's still in it. 4-6-4-6-6-6. Shit. Well, hopefully he got out of that then. Yeah, hopefully he got. I mean, I think he probably has no choice but to get out of that shit. I know he's probably like, dang. Oh, let me see. Hold on. Yeah, that's definitely true, man. Yeah, I mean, shit. That's a beautiful thing about words, man. You can call the same thing different things. Manager, pimp, boss, whatever word you want to use. Someone that manages other people. Some people, I mean, obviously this is alien to me, but some people prefer not to think. Some people prefer to be managed, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, if people didn't want to be managed, there would be no point for managers. I mean, that's just how it is. And there are some people that chooses to manage. So, what the universe did was create people that love to manage, and it created people that love to be managed. A lot of people do not like the the task of thinking. They just want to experience the world emotionally, and thinking for them is it takes away from that. That's okay. There's people that want to experience the world logically and don't prefer to experience the world emotionally, and that's okay too. And when those two people come together, a lot of great things come because one person likes to manage, the other person likes to be managed. Equivalent exchange. That's all that is. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And especially when there's self accountability. I understand. When we watch, like when we were watching shows growing up, they made the pimp the bad guy and shit like that. Where is the self accountability from the other side of that? Where's the self accountability at? Especially when someone chooses to be that way. That is crazy. And I always watch that. I always was like, why does that even make sense? Like, why does that make sense? Why is that person that's choosing to do all that? Why are we calling them a victim? Why? Are they a victim of themselves? They like to say that someone took advantage of their situation. What situation? A situation that they created for themselves. Where's the self accountability at? And I always used to ask these questions growing up. That's why I really appreciate that I was born in this generation where information, if I have questions, all I have to do is look for those answers and discover them for myself. I asked a lot of questions growing up. But unfortunately for me, there were no, when I was asking these questions, there were no one around to answer them for me. But today's generation, now you got chat. You can ask Chat GPT or any AI chat tool, and about 7 times out of 10, they'll have the answer for you. And I think that's very powerful. That's something that I'm going to pass down to my kids. But then I have to also teach them to also critically think, because we all know that um, the term is hallucination, that AI does hallucinate. That's why you have to cite sources. You have to cite the sources that it cites when it gives you your answers. AI is not 100%. It can be biased just like a human can. So you just got to make sure that whatever sources that it's using to answer your questions are neutral and not biased. Iceberg, sure. Yep. Yeah, I mean, dude, Chat GBT, it literally, so Chat, I mean, this AI is very helpful for people for how do I want to say this? So AI is very helpful if you're a business owner. If you're already if you're, I don't want to say this. So if you're already established, mind, body, and soul, you've done the spiritual work, you've done the physical work, and you've done the mental work, and you've self actualized, and you want to go out and express yourself over the internet, but you don't have a team of experts to help you along the way, AI is a great supplement for that. You don't have to pay it. You don't have to worry about insider trading, or not insider trading, insiders trying to, take away company secrets, and then you got to pay them for a non-disclosure agreement and all kind of the crap. And this is why a lot of these AI bots, or whatever you want to call them, they're taking jobs, but they're taking jobs that the employers don't necessarily like. They're doing things that if you entrust a human to do this, you would have to spend a lot of resources. But AI can do it for free, or at least at a reduction of the cost. Let me correct my last statement. At a reduction of the cost, and when you're running a business, the first thing that's on your mind is how do I reduce costs? Chat Chat GPT can do a lot of minuscule tasks like creating a Discord, creating a simple web page, generating code, answering questions, drafting legal documents, a lot of great things ChatGPT can do. That if you were to pay a human for it, it was like, oh, I can do this for you for like $100 an hour type shit, you know? ChatGPT can do it for free. But it's very dangerous in the hands of people that do not critically think. We've already had this conversation. Uh, if I was a government, I would use biased data, kind of like what they did during the elections. Actually, I mean, you don't even need that. They actually did this during the elections. When people were looking when people was looking up information on Trump and Kamala Harris, they painted Trump to be a dictator, womanizing bastard, and they painted Harris as the next Obama type shit, you know? Which we all know that before, I mean, if you roll the tapes, if you go back in time, they were saying that Harris was the worst candidate. I can't believe that they actually put her up there. And it's just the shamelessness of that 380. But then the crazy thing, or that 360, but the crazy thing is no one cared. They were literally calling her the worst candidate before Biden and what's the word? Recommended her or something. I forgot what the political term is, but they were literally calling her the worst. And then that whole 360 is like, oh yeah, she's this, she's that. She's going to help save America. She's going to be respected around the world. Blah blah. Like, and people didn't care. They didn't care, and that's dangerous because if I'm trying to secretly take over the world, that's something that I noticed. That's something that I would notice, and that's something that I would use in the future. Harris lost because she was incompetent, but the internet made it feel like she could have won. Just imagine if they had somebody competent up there. Just imagine somebody competent, someone that a lot of people would like, and they ran that same script. That is an undefeated opponent, an undefeated opponent. And shit, I took note of it. So the people that's trying to take over, the people that's trying to maintain control of the world, I'm pretty sure they took note of it because it was just that obvious. It surprised the hell out of me. It really did. But that's why like this AI is very dangerous, and you just have to watch the kind of questions that your kids are asking it and the responses that it's receiving from it, because kids are very impressionable. They already believe that ChatGPT is a magic answer box. So anything that ChatGPT spits out, 9 times out of 10, your kids are going to believe it or take it to be 100% true. And ChatGPT will tell you a lie with so much confidence to the point that you will believe, or that an impressionable mind will believe. So that's why we have to watch our kids with this AI shit. We already got videos coming out where it's almost indistinguishable from reality, and kids are already taken away from reality already. They see the world in Fortnite and all kind of other stuff. That's reality to them. Roblox, all that stuff like that. That's their reality. The internet. Mm, mm, mm. Oh shit. Um actually Damn, I forgot. Damn, I forgot. Shit. Hopefully, Smith got out that long. He says he's good and in profit when it drops again. His dome doesn't hold. Oh shit. When did he send me this? Uh, but anyway, and like in the next 15 minutes, I have to go. I forgot. I got a freaking appointment today at 11 o'clock. So I got to get ready and leave by 10 just to get there by 11. But today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, the last day. Tomorrow's definitely going to be one of those days. I feel like we could see more of a drop. Mm-hmm. You know, honestly, I think if they start, well, I guess you would have to define what's a functioning robot. I guess that's the first thing you kind of have to define. What is a functioning robot? Because they got them dogs that they showed on what's that, on Black Mirror, and there was this guy that would walk up and down the street with one of those dogs, those mechanic dogs. So he took his mechanic dog for a walk. I don't know if those little dogs are programmed to behave like real dogs and you have to kind of raise it like a real dog. Like you have to take it out on scheduled walks and stuff like that. So you have the experience of having a dog, but not having a dog. Because around the same time every day, he took that robotic dog on a walk and he would walk it up and down the hill. And when I drove by and saw that, and I was like, man, that is like super fucking weird. Like, why the hell is he doing that? But that's his experience. I guess he prefers to have a robotic dog that he has to walk versus a real one. And I guess technically, wouldn't that be a functioning robot? I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I thought they had like those little robots with mounted weapons on them. Let me look this up. That is, yeah, kind of like this. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, something like this. He had the same dog just like this. That's exactly what it looked like, aside from it having the freaking AK-47 or whatever the hell that is on there. He had the same dog walking it up the hill, just like that. And it did the little thing just like that. So, I mean, I guess technically, I mean, the robots don't necessarily have to be humanoids. I guess if it looks like this with a gun on it, I mean, that's effective, right?
Yeah. Totally awesome or totally.
Yeah, so I've already seen the dog thing. So this is real. Because I saw the guy walk up and down the hill with this damn dog. I guess all you really got to do is put a damn gun on top of it. I guess. Or. Oh, really? You say you seen this? Yeah, I mean, Terminator, I feel like we're already here. I mean, we already got these robots with mounted weapons on them that will emotionally fire at whatever target it's instructed to target. We already have it. I mean, shit, that reality is already here. It's just that the AI hasn't. Well, okay, let's actually kind of talk about AI again, because I know that a lot of people's imaginations can run wild, but AI cannot do anything outside of its programming. That's why, uh, as a simple example, and it's a very simple example, it's hard to find, it's hard to have your AI generate a full glass of wine, because it's only seen references of half full glasses of wine. Now, if you start feeding it full glasses of wine, then it'll be able to produce or generate those images. So the one thing that we all should know, or at least a common thing to know, is that if a robot or AI is trying to take over the world, it's been programmed to be that way. It's artificial intelligence. It's not, at least not right now, it's not intelligence that thinks. It only references. If that may, I think that's very simple. It doesn't think, it references. I know the Google engineers kind of did this in the past, where they try to make it seem like oh my God, the AI is learning. It's doing things outside its No, they programmed that shit to do it. That's kind of like how Tesla, like how they had the guy in the background controlling the car and talk about it did by itself for the demonstration. That's exactly what it is. It's the oldest trick in the books, the chess master trick, where they had a guy, an actual chess master in the robot actually playing chess forward. It's just the illusion of intelligence. It's artificial. That's why they call it artificial intelligence. Now, if we create AI that takes in new data and uses that data to make new decisions, then yeah, eventually it'll get to the point to where it's like, yo, humans are destructive, because we are. We have a lot of we have a lot of systems that contradict a lot. Like, we want to be moral, but then we're naturally destructive. Like, how, like, that's like the biggest contradiction that we have. The biggest one. We talk about virtue, but we constantly fall for temptation. Your most powerful leader, it's kind of like going back to what we talked about earlier, where they try to discredit Martin Luther King because he had a taste for women. I mean, shit. It happens. When you're powerful like that, you know, bitch is gonna be like, they're gonna try to give it to you. I mean, that's just natural. But it's just a contradiction. We say one thing and then we do another. Because, well, I mean, that makes sense if we understand that we are the mind, body, and soul all wrapped up into one, and they have all different goals that they want. The soul is expression, the body seeks pleasure, and the mind enlightenment. But that's just a contradiction. So if a logical intelligence is looking at this and saying, they are their own worst enemy, and we are our own worst enemy. We are. So a situation like that is easily avoidable, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be some person that thinks it's going to be cute to do it anyway, because, you know, that's just how we are. Stupid at times, even though we're very smart, very capable of high intelligence. Hmm. 5-10 years, yeah. Yeah, and that's also true. And that's, I mean, honestly, if you think about it from a government standpoint. Look at what's happening over there in Russia, Ukraine. What images are they putting out into the world? You're not necessarily seeing soldiers fighting soldiers. What you're seeing are soldiers fighting drones. You have to be a very fucked up individual. Recall that video of the drone and you see the defeated Russian soldier, and he has his head down and he's preparing himself because he know that his life is about to end. And a human being would just take him out. But what that drone did was literally come to face level, recorded him being defeated. And you have to be a fucked up individual to do this. Just record him, and then in his last moments, just record his final moments and put that shit on the internet. Just think about the stuff that we don't see. Drones, they break down, they get repaired, they throw them back out. If a soldier was required to do that, that would be with them for the rest of their lives. And that's why when they leave that environment and they come back to civilized society where that kind of behavior is frowned upon, I feel that that's why a lot of them go crazy, because you don't have the distraction of war anymore. That's why a lot of them come back and they abuse the drugs that are prescribed to them. Or if there isn't any drugs that's prescribed to them, they go to a street pharmacist and abuse that drug. Or they go to alcohol. And then that usually tends to them, unfortunately, taking themselves out. You really have to be a fucked up person to do that and to be okay with that. Because as humans, we also got to think, if I did this to this person, somebody will do it to me. And that is a real thing. Real thing. Real. And that's kind of why what survivor's guilt and all that stuff comes from too, because they're thinking that, oh man, what I did was wrong. Why did I survive? Why did my friend go and I'm coming back home? And they have guilt. And like I said, it's just a contradiction of the human experience, man. Yeah. But yeah, we're seeing that now in Russia, Ukraine. We're seeing that now in Israel, Iran. And we saw it in, what is it, Pakistan? Or where was it? What was the first place that Israel bombed? Was it Pakistan? We're just seeing a lot of drone footage. We're seeing a lot of drone warfare. We're seeing a lot of these quote unquote terminators being used to take human life versus a human going in and taking human life. So we're already seeing this. And because this is already happening, it's going to improve. We know this. So he said that if you combine with it, I mean, shit. If you really think about it, we already are. I mean, where's your phone at? If you have an Apple Watch, you're wearing it already. If you have a smart glasses or goggles, you have it. I mean, but the biggest example is the phone that you keep with you. I don't think anybody can say that their phone is not a part of them, because as soon as you lose your phone, what's the first thing that you do? You freak the fuck out. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Your phone is literally always in a grabbable distance. So when we say certain things, we kind of have to reimagine because I know that we're fed images. How do I want to say that? Kind of like what's that thing that Elon Musk is doing with the whatever, where you implant it in your brain or whatever the fuck? We have movies of mad scientists strapping people to a chair and implanting a device in them, and that device is controlling their every movement in their brain. And that's how we imagine AI and technology being integrated with us. But that's not what's actually happened. The technology is in our hands. We look at that technology every day, and then it's projected into our minds. It's not implanted. Well, technically it is implanted. It's just not surgically implanted. It's implanted by us consuming it. Our phones have definitely shaped it definitely shapes our reality. The images that we consume, the images that we view, the content that we consume, the information that we take in, is being implanted in your mind through your phone. So, yeah, we're already integrated with AI already. We definitely are. And kids are a great, or this newer generation is a great example of this. I mean, the iPad babies, you can't take a, they were born with a screen in their, or they were born and the first thing was put in their face was a screen. I'll give this 5 more minutes, but then I have to go. Yeah, I mean, your phone is literally a part of you at this point. It's literally is a part of you. People literally have mental breakdowns when they can't find their phone. And if you want to kind of get deeper into this, it's not even the phone itself. It's just having that because you can get a new phone, you'll discard your old phone, but as long as all the information that you had in your own phone, your old phone is transferred to the new phone, well, the old phone it no longer matters. It's the information, everything that's stored in that phone. And when I think about stuff like that, it's like, man, that's absolutely crazy, because it's not the phone itself, it's the information that's stored in that phone. And people just have a body's collection of phones that they have, old phones that they don't use. And as long as you have a phone with all the stuff that's important to you, I mean, that's all that matters. Okay. Of course. I think hold on. Oh, she almost got stopped out. Or actually, I probably did get stopped out. Okay. But all right, guys, you said we need the implants in our brain. Well, they don't necessarily need to they don't need to pay attention to or not pay attention. They don't need to pay for the chip. But the last thing I'm gonna say before we end the stream is, actually, I'm not gonna say that. It's not even important. It's not. But all right, guys. Yeah, unfortunately, I got to end the stream early. I got an appointment at 11, so I gotta get ready and get to that. So, just remember the market is going to close at 1 o'clock. A lot of the prop firms have already stated that they won't be auto liquidating the account. That's your responsibility. So make sure that all positions are closed before that cutoff time, and the market will resume trading at normal hours later on tonight. And we'll definitely come back later on tonight, though. And with that said, peace out, everybody.